gosh, we need to finish that.
Yeah, we do.
Guys, I finished my ribbing, my brain stew, and this yarn is working out gorgeous. I mean, we need to change needle size, but besides the needles, we're also changing colors, so we're gonna start working with bubblegum. Okay, I need to get stitch marker and needle. Alright guys, update is now 5 p.m. So I've been working on it for about 5 hours. I should have finished my row, but I didn't, so. This is where I'm at with 5 hours of progress. Not bad, it feels nice. It feels like it's working out pretty quick, but it's 5 o'clock. I am hungry, so I'm gonna take a break. I just made myself fried rice with egg on top, and I'm gonna devour this. It's gonna be delicious. So after that, I will continue, obviously. Alright my friends, this is my last update for the night. I worked a little bit after I had my dinner, but then I stopped because I had to do some editing. So this right here is how much work I have done on my brain stew pullover day 1. Not bad. This is feeling sparse, which is good. I haven't counted my rows, which I should probably do at some point, but we can do that tomorrow. Okay, signing off. Hello, back to working on my sweater. Day 2. I'm gonna finish this row of pearls, and I feel like that's because I'm not as conditioned to knitting as I am to crochet. I can crochet a lot. I can do a lot of crochet before my hands start feeling it, but obviously I crochet way more than I do knitting. So I made that video where I knit all of the hats, and then I also knit a scarf, and then I knit this hat with my friends here. I've started on this. It's just a lot more knitting than I usually do. I'm feeling it the most in my middle finger, my left hand, which was interesting. I didn't know why until I actually rewatched videos of me knitting, and I realized that I use my left middle finger a lot. Like currently, if you watch, I'm using it to move up my stitches, and I didn't even know that I did that until I was rewatching the footage, and I was like, it was interesting, the things that my hands do subconsciously while I'm working, and I don't even realize. And I guess this thumb works a lot because the muscle right here, the pad, it's a little sore. But I will keep working diligently on my sweater, of course. I'm just gonna try to maybe go a little bit slower today. Relax. All right, row of pearls done. I'm gonna count my rows now, see where we're at.
His name is Stuart, but everyone says Stort. So Puddles and Stort for April. And let's move on. Wait, I almost forgot the special birthday month question. So special question for April. What is your favorite rainy day activity? All right, let's move on to May. For May, I wanted to pay homage to my love for Greek mythology. So May derives from the name of Maya, who is the goddess of spring. And spring obviously is like flowers. So I was like, okay, let's do a capybara surrounded by a ton of flowers and nature. And then I was like, okay, that might be kind of a cop-out because May is just already naturally known for flowers. So my additional challenge for May is to give it another friend because Stort, Stort's great, but who doesn't love a trio? So I thought we would give Puddles here another new friend, which is this little duck that will be on the head, kind of sitting on Puddles' head. Again, you can see that I'm very bad at thinking of names. So just give me a minute. I will try and think of a good one. But how's it going? You know, I feel like it's not often we're in the middle of a YouTube video, we're just chilling, and we're just doing like a little nice catch-up chat session. But before I start yapping too much, you may babies, you can start thinking about the answer to your special question, which is, what is your favorite flower and why? If you don't have a favorite flower, you can also tell me your favorite Greek mythology god. That would be cool. Also, we are approaching a new year, right? New year, new me, new calendar, new Year's resolution. Does anyone have any cool New Year's resolutions? Okay, May is definitely way too long. So, but here is the final May drawing, and let's move on to June. So we are now on day 2 of this challenge, and I thought today's challenge will be to revamp an old drawing. So this drawing that I did of a capybara was for this speed draw video. So I just did a quick screenshot, and I was like, okay, I will make this look a little bit more presentable and just try and fix up this drawing that I did technically in just 3 minutes. And why a watermelon? Well, when I think of June, I think of those lovely, colorful June summer fruits. And what better fruit than a large watermelon with a capybara inside, right? All right, I think I'm done with this one. I think this is my new favorite. The colors and everything, it's just so cute. Okay, let me announce the June special birthday question live this time. All right, so what is... Hold on, I messed up. Let me try again. What is your... I messed up again. Wait, what's a core childhood summer memory? There we go. All right, June, done, and let's move on to July. July is always fun. You know, let's switch it up a little bit. Let me tell you your special question right now for you July babies. If you were stranded on an island, what are the 3 things that you would bring? Ooh, that one's a fun one. And the challenge for this one is I asked a friend whose birthday's in July what they like doing, and they said they liked going to the beach. Oh, so basic. I'm just kidding. So in that case, I decided to draw Puddles in a beach scene, and I think it's about time I think of a name for the duck. So we got Puddles the capybara, we got Stort the... I was about to say Stort the egg, Stort the turtle, and I said I was gonna think of a name for the duck. This was back in May, and I still haven't thought of it. So, okay, a random name just came to me. We're gonna call the duck Tuft. You know, like a tuft of hair. And oh, this one's so cute. This one's like a simplistic, but just very cute one. Okay, so Puddles at a beach scene with a lovely duck tuft. This is a little tuft, you know? All right, so July is done. Let's move on to August. All right, so August, which makes me think of ice cream, frozen yogurt, sherbets, gelato, all that yummy frozen treats. And at the same time, I thought that this month's challenge would be to get inspiration from gelato. That kind of might not make any sense, but I'll explain. So when I'm talking about gelato, I'm talking about the printing company, not the ice cream. But I will be incorporating ice cream in this challenge, of course. Yeah, gelato, the company, is actually the reason why this calendar exists. And if you're an artist or designer and you've thought of selling your work, you will definitely want to stay for this next part. So gelato is a print-on-demand company that allows you to create and sell custom products online. And what I think makes them stand out is they have over 140 print providers in 32 different countries. So if you upload your art onto a t-shirt or a poster or a calendar, someone can then buy your art, you can make some little side hustle money, and then gelato will actually just print it and ship it for you. And one thing that I really value is sustainability. Also going to reuse the same piece of paper because reduce, reuse, recycle. And I really like how gelato highlights that because they sell globally but then produce locally. So you know that means reduced carbon footprints, yeah? And you know that I've been using them for a while now, and best part is no upfront costs, zero risk, free to sign up. Yeah, I've been using them for about like half a year now. So if you also want to try it out, free to sign up in the description, and you get 50% off first sample orders. Look at this, you guys remember this iconic poster? Yep, gelato, shout out. Now I think I got so into this one, I don't know why I made August so detailed. A lot of different rock details, water details, and both short and tuft are in this. Yeah, I don't know, I think I just really like August. It's a good month, you know, good weather, good vibes. So here we go, special question for all of you August babies. What is the best dessert you've ever had? Also, random lore, I had so much trouble picking what ice cream flavor should be on Puddles' head. I was like, should it be chocolate, strawberry, vanilla? I don't know. Bonus question for August babies, just because I thought of it right now on the second. On the second, people say that? Probably not. Do you guys like chocolate or vanilla? Because I was debating chocolate ice cream or vanilla ice cream, so I just went with vanilla ice cream with chocolate, what's it called? Fudge? Syrup? Yeah, I don't, this one might be my new favorite. I don't know, they're all my favorite. But anyways, let's move on to September. So the challenge for September is to make something not school related because, you know, September, back to school, but I don't want to constantly be reminded of school in September, right? So it's just going to be a cozy night in, reading a book. And special question for the September babies. I just said babies, so weird there. What's one small, kind thing that someone did for you that you will never, ever forget? That is a fun, very wholesome question. I like that one. It's a little bit different from the rest because it's not nature, but I think that's why I kind of like it. Anyways, I think we can add some lore to this story. So we got Puddles and Tuft, but I think it would be funny if Puddles was reading something so unexpected. You'd expect him to read like, good night lullabies, but I think it would just be so funny if he's reading like a book on macroeconomics. Okay, not macroeconomics, I changed it to world domination because capybara world domination, and the author is me, but you only know if you watch this part of the video. Otherwise, people see that V and will be like, what's that stand for? Well, it stands for Viora. Here we go, September done, and let's